Hello all, I'm Amber and this is Engineering Life. I like watching daily vlogs on YouTube and wanted to find one by a woman in engineering. But I couldn't find one, so I've made my own with the goal of promoting diversity in engineering. It's not all about me. I have guest vlogger engineers to include more voices in this project. And it's not all about engineering. You'll see the everyday life of engineers and the diversity that can exist within this field. I want to encourage everyone to pursue engineering even if they don't fit the stereotypical mold. I'm still figuring this all out, so I hope you'll stick with me. Remember to subscribe and share. Thanks! So today I'm doing another kind of different video. Things really are super exciting right now. It's summer, Nathan and I are both graduate students, we're both working from home pretty much, and we're kind of boring, so vlogging is not going to be very exciting. One of the things I wanted to do is to sort of talk about trying to keep productivity levels up when you're working from home and you have the option of all of these distractions of being at home. It's summer, I have a little list, and we'll see if I can actually stick to it. So I've sort of already talked about the main issue here is that I'm a graduate student, I'm in charge of my own stuff, which is obviously the idea. I mean, you go through grade school and undergrad and you have a lot of direction and instruction on how to do what you're supposed to do, a lot of deadlines, and the idea is that you learn to give yourself deadlines. But now I'm at home and I have my puppies and I have a house and a husband and I don't have that external structure. As a graduate student or someone working from home on multiple projects, you have this sense that you should always be working on something, and even if you are working on one thing, you feel like you really should be working on something else. So right now, even though I'm doing this and I think it's important and I'm glad I'm doing it, I really feel like I should probably be working on research, but I'm not. One thing that's hard about working from home is, at least I feel like I get into this like trap of sort of the morning. It's morning and you have time for yourself while I'm eating breakfast and drinking my tea. I take it as personal time. For me, it's really hard to break that. It's so easy to stay in pajamas all day and just sit on the couch with a puppy and sort of do work, sort of do research, but really not be committed to working, this is working time, and having a very structured designation of time periods between personal and work. Another thing sort of within that is this idea that I'm super lucky right now that I have the ability to work from home and get paid to do graduate research and do something that I love. But I am at home and I want to take advantage of having this open schedule that both Nathan and I have. I mean, how often is it that as adults we have the opportunity with the other person, another person in our life, where we really could just pick up and go on a trip for a week and basically do whatever we want. Obviously we want to take advantage of that, but at the same time you can't really overdo that because then you're not being productive at all. We know that a few years down the line he'll probably be a professor. I'll hopefully be working in a non-academic research area, and we will have regular work hours and we won't have this freedom to essentially do whatever we want. So trying to balance taking advantage of the opportunity that we have right now and being really productive and meeting certain expectations for ourselves is pretty difficult to try to figure out what the correct balance is. So another thing that is kind of weird for me is, I don't want to say I burned out, because I really don't think I did. In undergrad. I mean, I worked really hard and I did a lot of activities and academic work, but I don't think I burned out. But Nathan and I both are really bad about like viewing TV and taking breaks to go out with friends, or even going to the dog park is like this special treat that we get to do instead of working and studying. But it's when you have someone that you respect as an academic, and they're making those decisions, it's very easy to say, okay, I can do that too. And then you both fall into this trap of just not getting stuff done. Hi, baby. The last thing that I think we're bad about, and like we know we shouldn't do, but we do anyway, is watching TV before going to bed, which goes along with that, being tired during the day and not sleeping well. And that also leads to not going to bed as early as we probably should. All of this should come with the caveat of, I am super lucky. I have the financial stability to be able to just do graduate school and to not have to worry about working another job. While this is difficult and it's hard to have that motivation for me to do all of these things, I do know how lucky I am. There are very few people that have this problem of, oh, well, I don't have to work, but I know I should, as opposed to having to work to survive. And when I think about that, I feel pretty pathetic. And this video seems ridiculous, but I also know that there are other people out there who are in my situation, and hopefully this will make them feel less alone and less weird, because isn't that sort of what we all want, is to know that we're not weird or alone or the only ones feeling a certain way? Because that's what I want to know. That is what I have for today. Let me know what you think in the comments if you have an opinion. If you like this video, if you want to see more like this, give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to share and tell your friends. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and we will see you next week. Okay.